Welcome back, folks. Thanks for being here. Today is October 5th, 2020, and this is Ham Shack Tour night. Let's do a Ham Shack tour. All right, folks, hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for being awesome. No, I'm just kidding. Stick around after the break. We'll do a real Ham Shack tour. Just wanted to give you the quick intro to the video. There's a whole bunch of buttons down below that my production crew has been on my back about. Make sure you click them, push them, shove them, smash them, slap them, all that wonderful stuff. See you after the break. All right, so my Ham Shack is a converted 3 seasons porch on my 100-year-old house. And we hang up all kinds of pictures of the kids. And there's a couch where I store all of the projects that are in progress. This is an unboxing video that's coming up. Some more Commodore 64s to work on. The Cantronics from Good Game, an article that was submitted to the ARRL way back in the Commodore 64 days, complete with software. Some more open projects. This is a bin of Commodore 64s, a bin of Commodore 64 power supplies, a buddy pole antenna that I want to do a video on and get everything set up. This is a door that shipped from the factory with little itty bitty tiny, little itty bitty tiny screws that weren't really strong enough to hold the door up, so I've had to rebuild that door. This is my PO2 Go bag. There'll be a video coming out on the updates to that bag, but there's a video in the catalog about what all is in that bag. This is my antenna making box. There's some coax and some wire and stuff in there. That is a bunch of ZX81s. These are some 4U rack mount computers. I want to say they're Pentium 2 days, Pentium 2 era. Some DeWalt tools for another project I'm working on that has nothing to do with ham radio or vintage computers. Power supplies. This is the radio bench. So upcoming video project is Yaesu Wires X and Fusion and APRS. This is a Wii that one of my kids took apart and put back together to get it all cleaned up. Commodore 64 that we use for writing programs. Cheap Scepter TV from Walmart. Old MacBook Air. You can run, this is an SD2 IEC, you can run SD cards on your Commodore 64 and it doesn't have any care about how big they are. More upcoming video fodder. These are some Morse code paddles, some QSO cards. These are ones that I need to get filled out. ATA sent me a QSO card even though we hadn't done a QSO, so now I gotta do a sked and get that squared away. QSO cards for completed contacts, the ICOM 7300, and the workbench with, this is where I do all my soldering stuff. There's a video on all of the parts and whatnot that you need for soldering. Desoldering iron there, bunch of miscellaneous tools there. There's the Yaesu 400 that I'm messing around with trying to figure out. The Ape-Tenna project coming up. The Commodore 60 clone that I'm still building. BTEC 6X2 that I'm working on. That's a work laptop. Pay no attention to that. That's work. We don't do that. An HP printer, because every so often you have to print. And what's really funny about this is I changed out the Wi-Fi hotspot that I'm using, and this thing went silent. And I actually opened it up, pulled out the radio that's in the printer, replaced the radio in the printer, and it still didn't work. So I got a new hotspot, and the printer works again. Crazy. So where I do all of my video editing, UB5 Army! And then this is my shelf, my background shelf for Studio A. We did a video on all of the storage stuff there. This is kind of interesting stuff that I like to have on display, including some projects I'm working on. This is my upcoming DMR hotspot and ham clock, and some other neat stuff in here. Lots of trauma in the Ham Shack. Some 146.52 stickers and some 2-meter crew stickers. My security guard badge. I'm a big rail fan. This is the number 6 Commodore 64 that I desoldered everything from. VIC-20 that I found at a Hamfest in the box. Thing works perfectly. And the programmer's guide for when we're programming, because the basic that's on the VIC-20 is the same basic that's on the Commodore 64. CB radio, I'm not afraid of CB radio. Microsoft Company Store version of Windows XP Professional. Sinclair 1000 ZX81 clone. Some other stuff up here. The KX1's pretty neat little radio. Everybody's got at least 9 of those tuners, right? This radio, I don't know if it doesn't work or it does work, and I don't know how to work it. Could be one or the other, but we're going to get to that in a future video. This one does work. This one's pretty awesome. I got this one on digital modes with a signal link. See, I told you everybody's got at least 9 of these Versatuners. And then some older radios. A Kenwood TM281 that I've had in a couple of videos. This is a 706 Mark II only, not a Mark II-G or anything like that. So 2 meter and HF. And then an old Alinco. Some more DMR stuff for upcoming videos. Some Lego stuff because I like building complex Lego sets. And then that's about it for this ham shack. It's all about projects and getting stuff done and making videos and getting stuff out there. So this is what I'm filming on is a Samsung Galaxy S8. Nothing fantastic. And then what I do my desk shots on is a Canon Vixia HF R800 or RF-H8. No, it's an HF R800 because I thought the HF part was pretty cool. Yeah, there's the box. Woohoo! So, there you go. Full tour of the ham shack. Thanks for being awesome, everybody.